Hi, my name is Sia. Today, me and my mother are going to be discussing about the struggles that my grandfather, which is her dad, had to go through towards the freedom struggle that India faced in 1947 when the partition between India and Pakistan took place. He was one of the few people that witnessed and survived through those horrifying events in Indian history. My grandfather lived through immense pain and loss during the time. The partition not only divided the nation but also divided friends and families. My grandfather, whose name is Keshav Kumar Mukhraya, lived in Punjab when Britishers announced the partition. Overnight, his mom was no longer a part of India but a newly formed Pakistan. Neighbors turned into strangers and fear overshadowed over every household. He told me stories of how peaceful communities became battlegrounds. People who once celebrated festivals together found themselves on opposing sides. He boarded a train. He boarded a train bound to India, a journey marked by violence, loss, and heartbreak. The journey, often called the large mass migration, seen nearly by 15,000 people displaced. He often recalled helplessness of leaving his home behind, memories, and even loved ones. He believed telling his stories would serve as a lesson. He wanted the world to understand the value of human rights and the costs of hatred. The partition was marked by human rights violation, mass killings, assaults, forced migration, and unspeakable violences. This is our way of honoring my grandfather and millions like him, reminding us of human rights, dignity, and that never must be taken for granted. Hi, my name is Sia. I'm sitting here with my mother, and we're going to be discussing and talking about my grandfather's life during partition in India in 1947.
Your grandfather lived through one of the most turbulent times of history. The partition changed the life forever.
My grandfather, his name was Keshav Kumar Mukhraya, was a young man living in a village that later became a part of Pakistan overnight. Life changed in an instant. Neighbors who once shared meals began to distrust one another.
He often spoke of fear that gripped every household. Families faced impossible choice whether to stay and risk violence or leave everything behind.
He joined countless others in an overcrowded train heading to safety. He witnessed unspeakable horrors, attacks, fires, and unimaginable losses, yet he survived.
He told me about the endless walking, carrying what little they could. He remembered comforting children separated from their parents.
How did he find hope in such darkness?
He believed that sharing his story would prevent history from repeating itself. He taught me that human rights are not just abstract ideas, they are essential to our survival.
The partition displaced over 14 million people. Mass killings, sexual violence, and forced migration became horrifying realities.
Your grandfather always said, we must remember so that no one else suffers like we did.
This video is our tribute to my grandfather and millions like him. Their stories remind us of importance of human rights, empathy, and resilience. Now I'm going to be showing you a bunch of pictures from my mother's childhood and even before she was brought into this world. We just found a bunch of archival pictures, and now she's going to be telling us what all these pictures mean and what was happening when these pictures were taken. I'm handing it over to my mother now. So my mother and I found a bunch of pictures of my grandfather and my grandmother. These were sent to us by my mother's brother. So we have a bunch of pictures now that I can share with y'all, and like she can give y'all a gist about like what is happening in these pictures. So I think this is a very good picture to start off with. So this is the first picture that we have. Can you tell us something about this picture?
Yes, this my mother and Sia's grandmother We are demonstrating Indian marriage ceremonies. This took place before partition.
That's interesting. What can you tell us about this picture?
This my father with his second eldest daughter, her name Sumanlata.
Keeping in mind, my grandfather had 9 children, and she's the third youngest. She's the third youngest daughter that my grandfather had. What can you tell us about this picture?
These all six of my real living together. This picture was taken after partition in Gwalior.
That is very interesting. What do you think is happening in this picture? This picture looks super cool. What is happening in this picture?
These are my father's relatives.
Oh, that's very interesting to know. Oh, that seems like a lot of people. What do you think is happening here?
This is villagers sitting together with my father discussing daily and day to day business.
That is interesting. Like before in India, people used to gather together in like one random, not one random place, but like in a garden and discuss all the village's day-to-day needs, daily life, what's needed in the village, what needs more repairment. They just sit together and discuss about all of these things. This looks like a pretty new picture. What do you think is happening in this picture? What do you think is happening in this picture?
This is our last family pictures in Gwalior.
After that, my mother got married off, and then she came here in Bombay with her other younger sister. Half of them are still in Gwalior, some of them are still in Mumbai, some of them are still. Where are your other brothers?
In Gwalior.
Everyone's in Gwalior. She and her younger sister and her younger brother all live here in Bombay.